Every morning, before the sun fully rises, a quiet path wakes beside a small village. The air is cool, the sky is soft with early light, and along that dusty road walks an old master. Across his shoulders rests a wooden pole. Hanging from each side, two large clay pots. This is his daily ritual. Every day he walks to the river. He fills the pots with water and carries them back to the village. One pot is perfect, smooth, strong, without a single flaw. It holds every drop of water proudly, all the way back home. But the other pot is different. A thin crack runs down its side, and with every step the master takes, a gentle stream of water slowly drips out. By the time they reach the village, the cracked pot carries only half its load. Day after day, week after week, year after year, the perfect pot feels proud. It fulfills its purpose completely, but the cracked pot feels ashamed. Each morning as they begin the journey, the cracked pot watches the other one shine in the sunlight. Perfect, reliable, useful, and deep inside, the cracked pot feels heavy with guilt. It often thinks to itself, "Why was I made like this? Why can I not do the one thing I was created to do? Why do I keep failing every single day?" Perhaps you know this feeling. When we look at others and they seem flawless, successful, confident, strong, while we notice every crack inside ourselves, our doubts, our fears, our insecurities. In today's world, where everyone feels pressure to perform, to achieve, to always be strong, those cracks can feel like proof that we are not enough. And for a long time, the cracked pot believed exactly that. One quiet morning, after many years, the cracked pot could no longer stay silent. As the master reached the river, it spoke softly. "Master, I must apologize." The old man paused and looked down gently. "Apologize?" he asked. "For what?" The cracked pot hesitated. "For my flaw. For years you have carried me, but I only deliver half the water. I leak along the road. I waste your effort. I am not like the other pot. I cannot do my job properly." The path grew quiet. A soft breeze moved through the trees, and the master simply smiled. "My dear pot," he said calmly, "you see the loss, but you have never seen the journey." Then he added something unexpected. "Tomorrow, as we walk home, I want you to pay close attention. Look carefully at your side of the road." The next morning, the master filled both pots at the river and began the walk back. This time the cracked pot watched carefully. Step by step, drop by drop, water slipped through the crack. But now something caught its attention. Along its side of the path, tiny green plants were growing. Further ahead, small yellow flowers appeared, then bright purple blossoms. And as the path continued, a colorful trail stretched along the road. Wildflowers, hundreds of them, dancing softly in the sunlight. The cracked pot stared in confusion. It had walked this path for years, yet had never truly noticed. When they finally reached the village, the master gently set the pots down. Then he spoke. "Did you see the flowers?" "Yes," the cracked pot replied quietly, "but I do not understand." The master knelt beside it. "Many years ago, I noticed your crack. I knew you leaked water, so I planted seeds along your side of the path. And every day, on our journey home, you watered them. Without you, those flowers would never have grown." The cracked pot fell silent. All those years, it believed it was failing, but something beautiful had been happening the entire time. The master continued speaking gently. "The perfect pot delivers water, and that is useful. But you create life. Those flowers decorate the road. The villagers pick them for their homes. They place them at celebrations. They carry them to weddings. They offer them in gratitude. And every single one exists because of your crack." For the first time, the cracked pot felt something new. Not shame, not guilt, but quiet wonder. Its flaw had become its purpose. And maybe this story is not really about a pot. Maybe it is about us. Because every person carries cracks. Some are visible, some are hidden deep inside. Our struggles, our mistakes, our fears, the moments when we believed we were not enough. In a world that constantly celebrates perfection, we often try to hide these fractures. We try to appear flawless. But the truth is something powerful. Those very imperfections may be the reason we are able to help others. The person who once felt lonely often becomes the one who understands others the most. The person who struggled often becomes the one who inspires. The person who has fallen often learns how to lift others up. Your crack may be the place where empathy grows, where kindness flows, where new ideas take root. In today's fast-moving world, people are chasing perfection everywhere. But what people truly need is not perfection. They need humanity. They need understanding. They need someone who knows what it feels like to struggle and still keep walking. So today, take a moment. Think about the cracks you carry, the parts of your story you once wished were different, the things you thought were weaknesses. What if those are not flaws at all, but hidden pathways? What if somewhere along your journey, flowers are growing because of them? Because without the crack, the water would never fall. Without the water, the seeds would never bloom. And without the bloom, the path would remain empty. So, walk your path with courage. Carry your imperfections with quiet pride, because sometimes the broken places inside us are exactly where the world becomes more beautiful. The perfect pot carried water, but the cracked one helped the world bloom.